Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine and today we'll be doing a message for the sign of Leo, the essence of Leo. As always, all of these readings, they are timeless. So when the message finds you and resonates, and it is yours at the time in which you find it. I've done your spread today, Leo, with my triple combined deck. It's the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Dreamscape Oracle, as well as the Luna Tarot. I'm loving how that little candle flame, just one, is flickering. So it's kind of like a sign that there is presence here. So let's see. At the bottom of your deck, we have the Two of Cups. Okay, this is very interesting because your reading today is, it's definitely a little bit elusive and it's kind of hard to figure out where you are residing in this reading. So it seems like you could be playing any number of these characters in the reading. But what it does feel like, especially with this Two of Cups that's coming out, is that it has something to do with a relationship of some type. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but it is a partnership in which two people are coming together in some type of commitment. There is like an exchange of, I don't know why I'm hearing like vows or something like that. Like an exchange of vows, promises, things like that, a promise. And what it looks like in your reading is that maybe one party of this exchange is playing both sides, or there's something definitely that is not seen. Okay, so let's see at the split. What's the split? So here we have, on the split, we have this Queen of Cups here. Okay. This Queen of Cups is showing up here on the split as a bridging energy for your reading today. So what that means is that this Queen of Cups, okay, so there might actually be a person that is going to be, I guess, in a sense, revealing this to you. There's a person that's going to be revealing this to you. They're presenting here as the Queen of Cups. So it's like they are, actually what I'm getting here is, if, I don't know, this is kind of like very medieval times type of idea. It's 3:33 on the clock, I just saw. But you know how like kings and queens would have someone who would like smell a drink or a food or taste food or drink to see if it contained any poison. It's like that's what this Queen of Cups here is for you, Leo. So this Queen of Cups is acting as someone who is like a taste tester to see if what you are, if the deal or the exchange, this commitment, is actually one that is true. Is it actually a true commitment? Is it going to be one that is containing something that maybe you might perhaps not see? So of course, this Queen of Cups could be presenting as your not necessarily as your intuition, but more so as your hunches. It's like a kind of like a feeling. It's different from receiving higher guidance or higher intuitive hits. That would be presented as like the High Priestess, but because it's the Queen of Cups, it's kind of like a lower level. It's coming through as like a hunch. You might be receiving a hunch that there's something in this commitment or in this relationship or partnership that is off. There's something that's... All right, That was really interesting. Just as I was saying that you might be receiving some type of hunches that something is off about this relationship or commitment, um, the camera shut off. So I'm in a state where I'm receiving that's actually like a confirmation that what you are feeling like intuitively is actually true. So because you might have been questioning, you might have been waiting actually for maybe like a higher level confirmation that what you're feeling on the inside is actually, like something that would come from your higher self, like an intuitive hit in a sense. Maybe like confirmation in your dreams or something like that. And it might be coming through this reading as when I said off, that there's something off, that is actually confirmation for your hunches. So let's look at the overall energy. Okay, the overall energy. Your overall energy here is coming through with the Six of Swords. Which is very interesting because it's like you're kind of feeling that something is off. And now with that confirmation that there is something that is off, I'm actually seeing you kind of like just get up and book it. Like you're just leaving. You're just leaving. Because it's as if you know that whatever this is, it's not meant for you. It's not something that you need to be experiencing. And it's like right when that feeling comes over you, there is a sense of questioning whether or not it's actually true. Is this actually true? Is what I am feeling, my hunches, my gut intuition, is that actually real? Or is it something that I need to be leaving behind? Is it something that is like carried over, like a past trauma that's been carrying over and is presenting itself almost like like it's as if you're questioning yourself whether or not you are actually sabotaging this. So maybe it has a sense of that, like trying to discern between, is this a real hunch or is this me trying to sabotage what the connection that I am experiencing with this person. And I will say, in the reading at least, well, we'll see. It kind of seems like maybe what you're feeling is actually real. Of course, this is a general reading, so, you definitely need to use your own discernment in this process. So we're beginning here with the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, so you'll have to put yourself where you see fit. And of course, this could all be within yourself while dealing with another person, or they could be externally presented as like characters in this story. So you'll have to kind of do a little bit of like putting the pieces together. So we have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is showing up as a very, very sweet, actually, very sweet individual. They're incredibly caring and they have a motherly energy to them that is very soft and nurturing. And there's a sense that this Queen of Pentacles, when they come in, they have an energy that really just allows you, Leo, to kind of like spiral down into them. It's almost as if they have an ability to be able to soothe you so much that it kind of puts you in some type of, maybe you might be actually seeing it as complacency. Like when you're in their presence, there's no care in the world. Everything is just very calm and serene, relaxing, you're being taken care of. And because of that, you actually might feel like you're complacent around this person. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. What it means is that you are, especially since we were talking about like trauma before and not knowing if whether you are sabotaging this connection with this person because of past experiences. Why I'm saying that is because you might not be used to having a feeling of safety. And that's what this Queen of Pentacles provides for you. So you might be looking at it like it is complacency, but what I'm feeling here is that you're not used to feeling safe. And so you're kind of applying onto this Queen of Pentacles an idea of complacency, or it could even come through as like maybe relaxing a little bit too much and viewing that as laziness instead of actually kind of like a healing space for you to kind of just unload and take off. So okay, so that's interesting because it's like now we're kind of understanding where you are in this dynamic. I'm like seeing a bunch of little orbs around me. So then I want to say that you are now showing up here as this Seven of Swords, which is very interesting because your overall energy was one of a Six of Swords. So wanting to kind of leave that behind. And now what I'm noticing here is, yes, you do feel that there is something that is off, but now what I'm seeing is that you're actually looking at your hunches, at your intuition, and seeing the reality of this feeling might actually be associated with self-sabotage. And that is because he's wearing red. Red to me, these cards, there's two decks in this giant stack. That, basically what I'm saying is that there's actually another card here that has the Six of Swords in blue. And with it being in red, what it's talking about is reality. The reality of the situation is that you actually might be moving away from your hunches because you're now coming into an understanding that that hunch is actually your like shadow, like it's like a shadowy, it's something a part of you, it's like a trauma response. It's something a part of you that is making you want to leave. And with you showing up here as the Seven of Swords and you're wearing blue, what this is telling me is that you are almost trying to sneak out of the back door. Like you're trying to leave this space behind because you're sensing that it's pulling you in. It is an incredibly comfortable place to be in. And when you are with this Queen of Pentacles, it does feel like time slips away from you. And so as you're slipping out the back door and you dressing yourself in these blue robes, it's like you are allowing yourself to reside in a state of an illusion. Because the difference between the red and the blue is reality versus an illusion. So the illusion that you have created for yourself is that you're actually sneaking away. That's very interesting because you might feel like you are kind of getting, you're getting an advance in escaping this Queen of Pentacles. But what I'm receiving here is that you feeling like you're actually leaving the situation behind is an illusion. So you're moving actually into the Lover's energy here. And what's fascinating here is that, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she's in red, right? She's got those red robes wrapped around her shoulders. So there's a sense that this Queen of Pentacles knows the reality of the situation, the reality of this connection that they have with you, and also the level of commitment that they have with you as well, because the Queen of Pentacles is, well, she's very loyal. She's a very loyal companion. And when she does decide to commit, it's like 1111 is what I just saw. It is like, that's it. That's it. That's the commitment. There's an oath. She's a very strong oath keeper. Yeah, didn't I say exchange of vows? Something like that. So you think you're getting away, escaping, but it's actually an illusion that you are escaping or leaving in some type of way. And what I'm seeing here is that when you leave this Queen of Pentacles and go into this Lover's energy, oh, this is so fascinating. It's actually like you are taking away, you're removing that illusion. So you find yourself in a space where it's like it's happening at nighttime. It's happening at night when you are either alone or you're residing in this Queen of Pentacles energy. It's like you're residing in her energy even though you're not with her. And what that is doing is it's actually revealing, because what I'm seeing is like you taking off these blue robes, you taking off the illusion. And what's being revealed is actually that you are also wearing these red robes, the same red robes that this Queen of Pentacles is wearing, and also the same red robes that are presenting in your overall energy of recognizing that the intuitive hits that, or the intuitive like hunches that you're receiving actually might be a little bit of a self-sabotage. Because when you're residing in their energy, you're recognizing that they themselves, this Queen of Pentacles, is actually like this Empress. So it's very fascinating because now they're wearing blue robes. So it's almost as if this Queen of Pentacles for you encompasses all of reality. And I don't want to say illusion anymore. I almost want to call it like a fantasy, because when you leave and you step away from that Queen of Pentacles and you move into your own space, you move into a place where you're actually, in a sense, I want to call it like a daydreaming about the connection that you have with this one, and kind of just sitting in their very loving and caring energy. It's like I'm noticing here that you are coming also to a realization that they are the Empress, or they are your, like a counterpart. I mean, we're talking about vows, we're talking about oaths, we're talking about commitments, and wanting to know whether or not this commitment is actually the real thing. And what it looks like to me is that you're only able to receive that that you, okay, so remember how we were talking about hunches versus actual intuitive hits? So your hunch maybe have been that something is off about this connection, like I'm not believing that it's real, kind of like along those lines. And we're discovering that this is actually like a trauma response of yours. And that might be, you know, that could be due to several different reasons. And that would, of course, require you to do your own shadow work and discovering what that is actually about. But what I'm seeing here is that while you're only going to receive that true intuitive hit, like the one from your higher guidance or your higher self, when you are actually like not with this one, when you're not with them and you get a chance to reside in their energy outside of their presence, and what you discover is that they are, it's coming through as like the real deal, like they are the real deal. Their commitment to you is it's real, it's incredibly real. And what might help you in understanding this is that maybe a part of your own mindset, you know, you're kind of showing up here as a bunch of swords. Maybe a part of your own mindset is believing that this idea of someone actually truly like 100% in commitment with you, making an oath or taking a vow to be in connection with you, maybe there's a part in your mind that actually views that as a fantasy, as something that is not real or something that is not actually obtainable. And that might be what is preventing you from seeing that you might be sabotaging this in some type of way, because you're not believing that what they are bringing to the table or what they are offering you in their presence is true. It's almost like you don't believe that they love you as much as they do. That's very interesting. But what I'm seeing here is that like they actually do. They actually do really, really love you. And they can actually, what I'm seeing here is with them showing up as this Empress, you know, that's actually an upgraded version of this Queen of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing here is that it's almost, because the Empress is a wife, and is essentially, and so it's almost like they can actually see themselves being your wife. Very fascinating. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this reading, and thank you for allowing me to read your energies as well. There will not be an extended reading. I'm kind of trying to condense everything. But with that being said, I have started a TikTok. So if you would like to come over there and join me, I've been releasing daily messages every day that showcase kind of like this type of energy, like the framework energy of your days, and how, of course, that would progress throughout your day. Yeah, so come over there and take a look at that. I tend to update that a lot more than I do here on YouTube, simply because I get more views. And, you know, the messages are incredibly important, and I want them to reach a wider range, a wider audience. Yeah, so come over there and check me out there. And of course, Leo, I will see you next time. Enjoy your day. Bye.